Hello and welcome back everybody. It's been quite a while since I made a video, and that's because between then and now quite a few things have happened. Firstly, I had my birthday, which was great. I got to go celebrate, got spoilt, that's always good. And then I was away, which was also amazing. But then when we came back, you might guess where this is going, as is all the rage right now. Me and my girlfriend, we caught COVID. So we'd been stuck at home for the last couple of weeks, and there's even been really amazing foggy conditions, and I've been looking out the window kind of a bit frustrated. But obviously it was best to rest, stay home and try and avoid being around people too much or anything like that. But now I'm all clear, the symptoms are pretty much all gone and I'm feeling good again. And when I came out this morning, I was greeted with amazing kind of snowstormy, winter wonderlandy conditions like this. The storm's kind of passed now a bit, but we've still got some snow lingering around. But it was just really nice and kind of got me enthusiastic about coming back out again, which is great. It's April as well, April in the UK, and it's snowing. Not really sure what's going on, but I mean, for my photos, I'm not complaining, but it's definitely pretty weird weather-wise. This video, I wanted to talk about a project that I'm going to start, and also later on I wanted to talk about some of the benefits and why I think it's really useful to have a project in your landscape or your woodland photography. At least some of my thoughts and opinions on it anyway. Oh yeah, also I wanted to just have a shout out to my girlfriend's family. They bought me these amazing gloves, which I've properly taken for a spin this morning in the snow. They got the ones from the Heat Company. So these are like a kind of layered glove system. I've just got the one layer for now, and it has that kind of fingerless gloves underneath here. Then you have these mitts that you put over the top, and they definitely do the trick. My hands are nice and toasty. Also, thank you so much. A few videos back, I did also ask for some recommendations for gloves, and loads of you kind of reached out and left me some suggestions. So they're really appreciated. Thank you. But anyway, I'm going to stop talking about my gloves. I don't know who wants to hear about that. Now, just to explain a little bit about this project which I'm starting, it's going to be based in this area of the woodlands here with all these birch trees. I really like how the birch trees looked, and I really like the kind of feel of this area. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of continually take photos and visit this throughout the year and the different seasons, and just take pictures of the different kind of trees here. I've started here because I really like this pair of trees here. They've got like a great interaction between each other. There's definitely kind of, you know, like character between them and sort of, you know, kind of a bit of a story there. So I'm going to get some photos here, and then I'm going to wander around a bit more, and I'll explain some of the kind of thoughts and ideas I've had and why I think it's great to have a project. Thank you so much for joining again, and I really hope you enjoy this video. Now, I also wanted to talk about why I think having a project's really beneficial. And these are just some of my own thoughts and opinions. You might have had your own photo projects and you might want to share your own as well. It's always great to see your comments, so feel free to get involved and share any of your own thoughts on having a photo project. First and foremost, I just wanted to start off by saying it's fun. It's something fun to do. It gets you excited about the photography. It's something to just keep coming back to and just get excited and get you out the door. I might be a little bit of a kind of throwaway first reason for why you should have a project, but I really think that's an important one. Sometimes it can be a bit difficult to motivate yourself to come out and take the photos, but knowing you have a little project and you have kind of a big aim in mind. So for me, it's to capture this area in all the different seasons, explore it and get to know it really well. And that will kind of give me a spark and get me to go out and take the photos, maybe on those days where you're feeling a little bit like it might be better to stay on the sofa. Also, I think what's really beneficial is you start to notice the kind of nuances and the subtle differences in the area or in the trees or the particular thing that you're taking photos of, which you wouldn't notice if you just sort of came in passing and took photos. Now, don't get me wrong, you can take some great photos just quickly in passing, and sometimes there is something to be said about that, just a kind of spontaneous moment. But for this project, yeah, I really think it's going to be beneficial to keep coming back and just notice those small differences throughout the year, see how the colours change, see how the feelings change and things like that. And I think it'd be really great when I put them all together. I'm not sure how I'm going to present them or how I'm going to pull them all together, but we'll figure that out later on. The other thing is you really get to see the difference that the seasons make to the atmosphere of the image as well. So not just the subtle differences, but also those big differences and how much the different weather can affect the area. Not that one's better or worse than the other, but it really just shows the kind of variation that you can get. There's also something amazing about really getting to know one area. I've been to some other areas of woodland and I visited them repeatedly throughout the year. And there's something great just about coming back and getting more and more familiar with it. And it starts feeling kind of like home. Like you get excited to come and see the area and just visit it and take different photos. And each time you're slightly perfecting your images. So you're making small changes to the compositions, or maybe you just walk around to the other side of the area and you notice something you hadn't seen before. I think that's another great benefit of having this project where you come back to something or you come back to the same theme or type of images. It's just started snowing loads, just as I've said that. So I better shut up and I'm going to get some images while we've got the snow like this. But I hope that's helped start trying to explain some of the reasons why I think a project could be beneficial for you. And maybe it'll help kind of inspire you to start something yourself. All right, I'm going to carry on taking some images here and then I'll share some more thoughts and feelings. I'm also going to probably come back out here over the next few days as well as throughout the year. All right, let's see what we get. All right, well, that was amazing. Just while I was here, a huge flurry, a kind of snowstorm came in and just was only really fleeting. It lasted about 5 minutes. It was really, really heavy snow suddenly, and I managed to get some pretty cool photos. I was trying different settings to see how I like the snow, whether I wanted to freeze the action or kind of blur it a bit. So I got a range. I'll have a look at them when I get back. But that's amazing. I'm really excited about the potential of this area. I've just moved on behind the trees where I was a minute ago when I was talking to you. And I really like this one. I like the kind of bend in it and the character. And I like the kind of interaction between it and the ones off in the background there. I'm trying to decide whether to take some more from the trees over here as well, or over this side a bit and leave a bit of breathing room in the image. I'll play around with that a bit and see what looks nicest. But I managed to come up with something really quickly while the snow was really heavy. I wanted to protect my camera. So one moment, I'll just record for you. I'll show you what I've done. I've just put my hood of my jacket, I just zipped it off and I've put it over the camera and I created a little kind of waterproofing for it to keep it safe if the snow gets heavy again. So top tip that you'll probably never use, if you can zip your hood off your jacket, you can use it as a little camera protector. Right, well, I'm going to have a little bit more of an explore around in this area. I'm already really excited. I got really pumped up when the snow came in and I went back to the other area where I started the video as well and I managed to get a few shots there too. I'll have a bit more of an explore around and then I think what I'll do is I'm going to head back home and then I'm going to come back out here again tomorrow or maybe the day after as well, and I'll probably continue the video there. All right, let's see what we get. Let's have another little explore. So I just wandered around a little bit through from where I was when all the snow came in. I found this really amazing little scene here. Again, it's some birch trees, getting a bit obsessed obviously, but they've just got these little sprinkling of their spring leaves on here now, and it's got this light green, fresh colour, and it really looks like little paint splashes. I always look for those kind of things in my woodland images. And another benefit I think of having a project like this, especially one where you're revisiting a spot over and over, is it can really train you to have kind of foresight. And what I mean by that is, when I see this scene, it looks really nice now, but I know it's going to look more amazing when spring comes in, when these leaves come out and when the colours come out a bit more, and maybe with a bit of fog or some heavy rain. And having this repeated project like this, yeah, it really helps you know what this scene could probably look like when the conditions are more favourable. And so it helps you to kind of imagine that more, and you know, okay, maybe it's not perfect now, but I know what it's going to look like a bit more in, you know, maybe a couple of months' time. And I think it really helps train you to do that and helps you to have that better foresight of how your images could look. So yeah, repeatedly visiting somewhere, having a project like this, I think can be really beneficial. I'm going to get a couple of photos here because I think it looks really nice with this little kind of sprinkling of snow. And like I said, the leaves look great as well. But this scene's definitely one to come back to, and I'll definitely kind of repeatedly photograph this area. All right, really excited. Okay, so I think I'm going to head home now for today, but I'll carry on with the video either tomorrow or the day after because I think there's quite a good chance of there being fog, and I think that's going to be really amazing for these images. I've been keeping an eye on the weather. If you want to know how I predict for fog or try to kind of guess when there might be some fog, I've linked a video above which I made a while back. If you haven't checked that out already, it might be useful for you. But anyway, I'm really excited about this project, and it's really nice, especially after being stuck at home for a couple of weeks, to be excited again about photography, and that's what this project's all about. And I hope if you hadn't already thought of maybe having your own project or doing something like repeatedly visiting the same area to try and learn about it and see it in different conditions, then hopefully this video has inspired you a bit to get out and try that yourself. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this part. I'm excited to see what we get tomorrow as well. Hopefully we'll have some fog, but if not, it's exciting just to be out and about again. Thank you so much for joining me for this part. Okay, so I'm back out now, and you might be able to tell from what I'm wearing and the amazing weather behind me that I didn't get out the day after and we don't have fog, and that's because I don't know if I'm having a stream of bad luck at the moment, but I went back out to get over here and it turned out the car battery was flat, so I couldn't actually get out here to finish the video and get some photos in the fog. But anyway, I'm back out now. It's about a week later, and what a difference a week makes. It's warm enough to get out here in a t-shirt. It's amazing. I'm out at the complete wrong time of day. It's midday, we've got loads of harsh sunlight, but I wasn't really intending to get any photos now. I just wanted to come back out to this spot, scout around and see if I can find some new images. And to be honest, just enjoy being out in the sun because that's amazing. It's been so long since we've had great weather. Anyway, I'm also planning to make a video on the bluebells. Bluebells are coming out here in the UK soon, and I'm really hoping for some fog and bluebells at the same time. It's like the magic combo that I'm hoping for. Probably not going to happen, but I'm going to try and make a video and let's see, fingers crossed. Anyway, I really hope you've enjoyed this new little project. It's going to be kind of like a mini series that I'm going to make throughout the year inside of my normal videos, just tracking me going to this area. So I hope it's something exciting to watch, and I'm really excited to carry on taking images here and get to know the area more. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll join you next time.